Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Avatar The Last Airbender Season 3, Episode 7, The Runaway. And the last episode, oh my goodness, they showed this backstory between Roku and the Fire Lord. What's his name? Whatever. They were best friends, okay? And it turns out that Roku was Zuko's these names. Roku was Zuko's great grandfather or grandfather. I don't know, but he was from his lineage. So I'm like, oh my goodness, that was a reveal that I did not see coming. So that was awesome. And I think that was it. Um, it was Roku that was telling Aang the story behind those two, and in hope that he's gonna find a way to resolve the issues. Find a way to basically stop the war, I guess. And then Uncle was telling Zuko that he always has this darkness and light inside of him, and that he is the one that's gonna be able to dispel that dark past that they share, the Fire Nation shares, or something or other. I don't know, but yeah. That's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. And yeah, let's start this episode, and here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. Water, earth, fire. Oh shit, I forgot that I was gonna try to figure out who was the, earth, water, who are the people. Book 3, Fire, Chapter 7, The Runaway. But is it tough? Huh? What the heck? 3 days earlier. Okay. You about to fight? Nice. Oh. What? Even if he didn't, he probably can feel the vibrations, right? I thought we were over this. Oh, he's carrying his sword. Is she gonna be using earthbending? What are the things that they're using? She gonna be using? Because he thinks she's blind. Oh my goodness, look at her playing them. Are you kidding me? He's gonna pull it back in. In your face, huh? Mm-hmm. And they're back at it. Ay. Don't just keep doing it. People are gonna notice something. they're gonna notice something. You do it once in a while, so people don't, you know, people. Okay, playing around with it. Really, really, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. Exactly. The runaway. No, no. She went to her room. Is that bored looking for them? Uh huh. Uh huh. Go back. Aww. Really? No, he doesn't. Uh oh. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Is she the one that wrote it? She can't read. Does he know she's there? Hmm? Is that what the you betrayed me came in? Is it gonna work? There's not gonna be any. They're gonna give it to her or they're gonna. Oh my goodness, it's wood. Oh, freakity frack. Oh, freakity frack. In a cage. Is that Ozai statue with the fire and all that? I didn't actually. I don't remember looking at the face. He's calling him that. Of course he doesn't. Oh, oh. Oh, so she made a bracelet out of the meteor? She's gonna do sweat. Start running too. Okay. Hers is enough. It does look like Ozai. The girls are gonna show up. Yep. The freeze his head. Ooh! That has got to hurt. That has got to hurt. It's not working properly. It's not working properly. Go fix your eye. To write a letter to. Did they actually figure out how hockey works? Hopefully they did. I love this episode. Well, when in the previously they showed them butting heads and all that, then during the episode at one point I'm like, I thought we were over this. I was thinking about the episode where Katara took Tough to get like beautified. Is that a word? I don't know. I thought for some reason I thought they buried the hatchet in that episode, which clearly they didn't. So when they were trying to train Aang, and then Toph launched a rock at Aang, but then Aang, got out of the way, or he went down there, and then the thing hit Katara, and then they started back up again and fighting. And I'm like, okay. And then they went into town, right? Katara was cleaning up. They went into town, and there was this game going on, and Toph decided that they can use the one coin that they have to make more money. And since the thing that they use, it was a rock, she can feel it, know where it's at, and they can win money from that. And then they use that, and then like that little moment, that little moment, the well, basically like the final game between those two, and the guy was like, okay, let's bet Sokka's sword with this amount of money that I have or something or other. And then the guy did the thing, and then was taking away both little rocks or whatever. I knew she was gonna put it back in there. And that's what she did. So they won that kind of that. They won a lot of money, okay, and they bought a lot of stuff, and they took it to Katara. And Katara, after they explained how they got it, Katara was not okay with it. She was not happy with it. And then Aang made this promise as the Avatar that they weren't gonna do it again, but they kept doing it. I'm like, this is gonna create troubles for them, because at least if you wanna be scamming these people, do it once in a while. Don't be doing it all the time, because you're gonna draw attention to yourself. And that's what happened. And this is the one poster for Tough, right? And they're calling her the Runaway. And Sokka went and bought hockey, and he found the poster, and he brought it to Tough. And we take out the paper, and it's like, look. And I'm like, boy, she can see. And when he told her about the fact that he was a wanted poster for her, she got excited, and then she basically bribed Sokka into not telling anybody, But Katara found out, and they had a fight, of course, and they were not talking to each other. And then these two decided they were gonna, and Sokka decided they were gonna help mend fences. When he wrote a letter and used hockey to send the letter to Sokka, to Katara, I'm like, Sokka, for real? Like, the girl can see, she cannot write, so how do you expect this to work? And of course it didn't work. And now he's like, okay, I'm gonna send a letter to Tough from Katara. I'm like, she cannot read. Like, what are you talking about? And then when Katara was taking a bath, and then Sokka went to Toph, and he brought her to the edge of the cliff. And I'm like, okay, does he know that Katara is there? But during the conversation, I could tell that they didn't know. So Katara was there, and she heard how Sokka relied on Katara so much, especially after their mom died, and she basically took over the role of a mom, right? And so much that he can't actually picture the way their mom looked, and that each time he tries to think about his mom, he only sees Katara, which is sad in a way. And then Toph also mentioned the fact that she probably got what did she say? That Katara, yeah, she does act like mom, but it's not really a bad thing, And hearing all of that, Katara decided to at first, Toph thought she was gonna apologize, and she's like, "You don't need to apologize. It's my fault. I shouldn't have acted the way that I did." And then Katara's like, "No, I'm not really trying to apologize. I just want to run a scam with you." And when you see the reaction of Sokka and in the background, it's so funny. So the way they started the episode was basically Katara betraying Toph, but it was all part of the scam that she came up with, because the Bonnet poster said that they were going to offer this great amount of money for her capture, right? So she decided to betray her so that she can get the money. And then, since they were going to supposedly put Toph in a metal jail, she was just going to earthbend metal bend herself out of it. But it didn't quite work out that way. She got captured, and she got put in a wooden jail. So it was like, she doesn't bend wood, okay? And then Katara was like, okay, now let me get my reward. And when the guy was leading her somewhere, I'm like, is she really gonna get the reward? And nope. It was all a plan from the combustion man. They were trying to capture those two so that they can lure Aang there and capture him or kill him, or kill, because that's the order that Zuko gave Combustion Man. So yeah, since they weren't coming back, those two decided to go look for them, and that's when Combustion Man showed up, and the fight ensued. But now that they were in jail, and Katara and Toph were in jail, they're like, okay, how are we gonna get out? And Toph mentioned that if they had some earth or some water, they could have, got themselves out. But then Katara was, sweating, and she's like, this is water. So she started running in place so that she can build up sweat, and then she used that to get them out of the prison. And then she froze the dude's head, and then Toph launched this big rock at him, but then in that big rock there was this little pebble that she used to hit the third eye, which basically messed with Combustion Man's doggy system, I guess. It worked against them, so they were able to escape at that point. But I'm pretty sure it's not the end of Combustion Man. He's still gonna show up some time later. So yeah, I love this episode. And then when Katara was no, Toph was telling Katara that she got angry at her probably because what she was saying about her missing her parents was true, and that the fact that she ran away from her parents like that, they must be hurting. And then at the end, she asked Katara to write a letter for her, and then they sent the letter through Hockey. And I'm like, because at first Sokka was like, I don't really know how to use this messenger bird thing, and yeah, he used it during that one scene where he sent the letter through Hockey to Katara. But I'm like, now they wrote this letter and they're sending it to Toph's parents. Where are they? I don't know. Do they actually know how to use the bird properly? And is the message actually gonna get to the parents? Like, I don't know, I'm confused about that a little bit. I hope he does, but yeah, I don't know. Love this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/filmini, and you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.